Hi, friends. Nice to see you. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother. I am live on my YouTube channel. It's Thursday. That means it is time for the Tarot Topics Weekly Newsletter recap, and we'll get to that in just a moment. If you happen to be watching in archive, thank you so much for being here. We do this every week at 5 p.m. Now, if you do not receive the Tarot Topics Weekly newsletter in your inbox, what's wrong with you? Go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com, hit the button for newsletter. You can read past issues of the newsletter. It comes out every Wednesday in your inbox. You can subscribe right there. If you love tarot, you need this newsletter. I offer you spreads, I offer you in-depth insight into the cards. I offer you a different topic each week. Hey, Marianne, it's so nice to see you here. So make sure you get your subscription. I also want to remind you that we have a premium class on Zoom this evening. It starts in just a couple of hours at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can still sign up. You need a ticket. I am dropping the link for the ticket right here, right now. So if you would like to go ahead and get your ticket to join us for class this evening on Zoom, 7 p.m. in 2 hours, we would love to see you. The class is Clarity in Every Tarot Card. How we use keywords, context, and intuition together to create a great tarot reading. Marianne, you're joining us for class. That's right. I saw your ticket come through. Very excited that you will be there with us. Okay, so this week's newsletter, the title is We and Me, and it's all about relationships. It's about the importance of boundaries, the importance of our own relationship with ourselves. You know how self-esteem really has to be the first thing. You have to have a relationship with yourself before you can have a relationship with others. However, it also talks about how important all of our relationships are. Not just romantic relationships, but our relationship with family, our relationship with our animals, our relationship with higher power. All of our relationships. And relationships can be really problematic, right? In this newsletter, I share my very favorite relationship spread. And I am happy to do a couple of relationship readings here today. Hey, Melissa, nice to see you. Glad you like the newsletter. We've got Claire C. and Claire with an I. Happy to see both of you. Karen Winkle, glad to see you. I know a few of you already have tickets for tonight's tarot class on Zoom. If you do not have a ticket, you are welcome to get one now. I've already put the link in the comments, so just scroll up and get it, or go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com. Sign up for the newsletter if you have not already, and then go to the events and get a ticket for tonight's class. And hi, Aisha. Nice to see you. And as Aisha points out, you can also purchase the replay after the class. And if you have a ticket and come to class tonight, you still have access to the replay, so you can go back and see it again, because there is a lot of information there. All right, so I am happy to answer relationship questions. This can be a question about a current relationship. Any kind of relationship does not have to be a love relationship. It can be a question about your relationship with yourself, developing your own self-esteem. It could be a question with your relationship with spirit. It could be a question about a relationship at work, anything at all. Oh, here's an interesting question from Karen. What we can I lean into to help me balance me? That is a very interesting question, to look at the relationships around you that can help you find balance in your own life. That is a beautiful question, Karen. And the answer is, honestly, when I look at the cards, a couple of things. Really, your adult children, especially your daughters, I think can be very helpful in this. I also think, based on what I see in the cards, that in many ways, it is the we of you and your higher self, you and your angels, you and your spiritual support that will give you the best opportunity to find your balance. Okay, Melissa, question for this week is, what are the most important relationships for me to cultivate? And what is the best way to do this? What a great question. And these are such good examples of the kinds of questions we can ask around relationships. It's not just, is he going to call me? I mean, we can do those too. But there are so many ways for us to use the cards to look at relationships. Okay, Melissa, what are the most important relationships for you to cultivate right now? Honestly, as you move into new leadership, the relationships that will support you in that. And first and foremost, that is your own relationship with yourself, with your higher power, and with your supervisors at work that will help you be the best leader that you can be. A lot of this is going to be about making sure you don't go into this with any kind of imposter syndrome, that you go into this confident in yourself. So there's a lot of relationships there. And I also have to say, honestly, Melissa, with your grandfather in spirit, I really do believe, and I don't know which grandfather, maybe both, that they will help you in this job. Or maybe it's one in particular, I don't know, maybe you know. But cultivating that relationship to help you as you go into new leadership. Okay. Okay, Aisha, a relationship question regarding your relationship with spirit. And here's the thing that you need to know. First of all, you have a very strong ability, you yourself, to make a connection with spirit, you yourself. And when I look at spirit around you, there is a gentleman from your family who has passed on, who is with you quite often. And so I feel like if you just reach out, you can feel that. Okay, Claire C. Is there any advice about gaining trust and being more open to new friends? And the thing is, you have been hurt by people in the past. I think you have to be willing to be very intuitive and discerning and learn to trust people in increments. Remember, when we talk about friendships, there are circles. You know, you let someone into the outer circles first and let them work their way into the inner. That would be the advice. Okay, Claire, this is Claire with an I. How do I start building a relationship with my guides? And the answer is, you already have. You already have that relationship. They already work through you. And so I think just by acknowledging, breathing, asking them questions, and listening for their answers. Okay. Swati in India. How should my relationship be at work with my colleagues? And the answer is, I think you have to be very nurturing of them. I feel as though they need a lot of nurturance and guidance, and sometimes they don't know that. And so I feel like it is very important for you to be patient with them and for you to be nurturing with them. All right. And Claire C says, I love this idea of circles. Yeah, you know, when we meet someone and we have a connection with them, sometimes we really just want to let them in right to the inner circle. No. No matter how good the conversation is, let people earn their way in, for sure. And that's good advice for you and everyone. All right. I want to thank you all so much for being here. This is last call for questions. If you have a relationship question, go ahead and get it in. I'm going to drop that link for class tonight. Once more, I know a lot of you here already have a ticket, but if you do not have a ticket, here is your opportunity to get it. Here we go from Marianne. Will meditation help me get closer to my guides? I believe so. Just focus on your breath. And as you breathe, focus on being open to what they have to say. Call them in. Work with the chakras. And as you open the crown chakra, be willing to call the guides in. And that's good advice, not just for Marianne, but for everyone. All right, friends. I will be back tomorrow at noon Eastern Time with your Friday weekly wrap-up, so don't forget to join me then. I want to thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. If you have not subscribed, please do. Please also like this video. Claire, yeah, come on in even at the last minute if you can. Otherwise, you can always get it in replay. And if you're looking for the list of classes available for purchase on replay, go to cardandcraftacademy.com. That's where they are. And remember, we have a free class here on YouTube. When is that? That's like coming up this weekend, isn't it? It is coming up this weekend. Yeah, Saturday morning. My friends on the West Coast have to get up early. It is Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, my friends. We are doing tarot dialogues, basically what's sometimes called free reading. Not giving free readings, but free reading where you're not using a spread. Just pulling some cards, asking questions and pulling some cards. We're going to do an hour digging into that practice and how we do that. That's a free class right here. And anything, if you go into the playlists, you can see what's coming up. Just hit a reminder so you don't forget. I'll look forward to seeing you at my events here on YouTube, and I hope to see you at my event on Zoom here tonight. Thank you all so much for being here. I will look forward to seeing you soon.